What is going on, guys? DBG here. In this video we are going to be going over all of the best point guards in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. So obviously, lads, the point guard is the most important position in the game. It always, well, let's say it always has been, but last year when everyone was playing primary ball, everyone could be a primary ball handler. It did not matter too much, but in general, the point guard is the most important position. And a lot of it changes per playstyle. Like, obviously, there are rim runners, there are guys you want just to lock people down, and there are guys that are elite 3-hunting point guards in game. So, yeah, in this video, we are going to be going over the top 10 point guards in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. So, this one there's a lot of good players on this list, and there are a few players that some people would expect, but I just strongly dislike. So, guys that are not on this list, I'm going to have to say this right now. Some guys that are not on this list that you might expect, I obviously do not have Magic Johnson, do not like him. I do not have Kyrie Irving on this list. I don't have Steve Nash on the list. I don't have Bob Cousy, Jerry West. I do not have Gilbert Arenas or Chauncey Billups or Ruby Kyle Lowry. I do not, well, I like Ruby Kyle Lowry, but I don't think he's top 10. I don't like Billups. I don't like Gilbert. I don't like West, do not like Bob Cousy. So these guys are not on the list right now, but there are a lot of good players. And yeah, so now we are going on to it. At number 10, we have got Amethyst Sleepy Floyd. And this is not just normal Sleepy Floyd, this is like badged up Sleepy Floyd. So he's got hot zones, only 2 spots outside of 3, does not have a hot spot in the right corner. 84-3, but he can get range extender. He comes quick for his step, and you can upgrade his clamps. As well as that, pretty decent height, 6'3", and he has the unblockable 70 dunk rating, which is a big one as well. Tendencies-wise, a really good on-ball steal tendency. He's got the Pro 2 behind the back, Pro 8 cross, not terrible 6, and base 22, which is a release that I really like. This one is just a personal preference one. If you have him badged up, like 89 speed, 84 lateral quickness, good defensive tendencies, and you can give him literally every badge in the game, I'm pretty sure. So if you get him certain badges, he's going to be very, very good on both the offensive and defensive end. And it's just, in terms of, his release is just better, so that's why I have him above Chauncey Billups. At number 9, we have got Derek Fisher. This is one of those cards that I know some people are a big fan of him, some people aren't. But Derek Fisher, I'm just going to say this right now, is, in my opinion, one of the better point guards in the game. And a big reason for that, Curry Slide. Curry Slide is very, very important. Pro 2 size up, or sorry, Pro 2 escape. He has got base 40, 89 3 ball, 90 speed, 90 acceleration, 90 perimeter defense, 90 lateral quickness, 88 steal. So, in general, a good player. Stats-wise, the problem is he's only 6'1", but he's got a long wingspan. I like base 40, especially on a left-handed player. Comes with silver range, comes with gold clamp, silver quick first step. With Curry Slide, he definitely makes the top 10 on my list. But he is not. He is not above this guy right here. We are going to be putting in Ricky Rubio at number 8. Ricky Rubio he's got hot zones 3 spots outside. He's got a hot zone in this right-hand corner that you guys can't see on screen. 92 speed, 92 acceleration, 83 ball. As well as that, in a duo with Karl Anthony Towns, his 3 ball actually goes to 87, which is huge. Silver catch and shoot. He's got go quick for a step, silver clamps. You can get range extender, which is big. His 3 ball obviously is quite decent, but the big thing about him is base 37. If you guys know about base 37, you guys know it's Kenny Smith base. Kenny Smith, release timing normal, it doesn't matter. It's one of the fastest releases in the game. So he's got one of the best releases in the game. Pretty decent dribble sigs. Same sigs, I'm pretty sure, as Larry Bird did in 2K20 on his like Opal card, which were actually pretty good. So in general, Rubio, a fantastic card, and he is going in here at number 8 on my best point guards list. At number 7 and 6 are 2 guys. I actually flipped them around based on my top 100 because, well, I've used one of them in one game on their account, and he did really, really well. And I think on next gen, basically it's Amethyst Steve Francis and Amethyst JoJo White. So neither of them are the top 5. They're 7/6. I had JoJo White 1 spot ahead of Steve Francis on my top 100 list, But now that I've been using Paul George base a little bit more on next gen, I realize it's one of the best releases in the game on next gen. So I'm going to give the advantage to JoJo badged up because I think he's that little bit better. But current gen, I'm going to give Francis the tiny edge. But Steve Francis, 91 speed, dunks on everybody. He's got an 83 ball off a really nice release. Hot zones 3 out of 5 spots inside the 3. Dion Waiters base, which is really good. Pretty okay dribble 6. He's got Curry slide, which is on current gen the most important thing to have. He's got bronze clamps, but it's upgradable. Bronze but upgradable range extender. 85 steal, good lateral quickness, and it's just a card that I really, really like. And another player that I have not put on the list, that is a debatable, like, as in between this guy and Derek Fisher and Sleepy Floyd is very, very close. For that number 11 spot is Diamond Russell Westbrook. I prefer Steve Francis by a little bit, but honestly, if you want to put Russell Westbrook somewhere in here, he's probably number 11 for me. Would be Diamond Russell Westbrook over, for example, a Chauncey Billups or something. So Westbrook is 11. And then we got JoJo White. JoJo White has got not a great crossover, not a great size up or behind the back. He's a Paul George base. Hot zones literally everywhere on the floor but one spot. 96 speed, 2 ball acceleration. He's not going to dunk the ball, unfortunately. Can get clamps, comes with goal quick for his step, comes at range. Telling you, man, I'm telling you, he's really good. I don't quite like him as much in current gen, honestly, as I do on next gen, because I don't know. It's something about PG base on current gen that I'm not the biggest fan of it. Just like I wasn't the biggest fan of it in 2K20, but on next gen it is right back to the way it was from like 2K17 to 2K19, just being one of the best releases in the game. So yeah, JoJo White just outside the top 5. And number 5, Rafer Alston. And if we're talking next gen, Rafer Alston might be top 2 or 3. Rafer Alston is so nice. He's basically got like, his stats are obviously good. 96 speed and acceleration, 96 speed with ball. He's at 85 lateral, it's pretty good. Silver clamp, silver range extender. But you can upgrade clamps, can't upgrade range. There's a goal quick or silver quick for his step, handles for days. Can't really dunk it, but he'll dunk if he's on like a fast break or something. He's got 88 3 ball, which is good. 85 lateral. The big thing here, the SIGs. Kyrie Irving SIGs, which on next gen are really good. That Pro 1 escape is really good on next gen. I'm telling you, his SIGs, they're not great on current gen, but they are so good on next gen. And Trey Burke base on quick. The best release in the game. Like, look at how few players in the game have got their release on quick. Like, if you look up the players that actually really matter, let's just say Ruby or above. You've got Dame, Korver, Iguodala, who on next gen is money, Clay, Eric Gordon, Dame Lillard, obviously Brandon Ingram, Iverson, Kyrie Irving, J.R. Smith, Steph Curry. Like, it's noticeable when a player is released on quick, and trust me, Trey Burke on quick is the closest thing we have to a 2K20 type base 98 in the game this year. He is, man, he's nice. He's nice, that's all I'm going to say. He belongs in here at number 5. And number 4, we have got John Stockton. John Stockton, hot zones 4 out of 5 spots inside the 3. He's got 94 3-ball, 94 speed and acceleration, 90 driving dunk. He's got 95 lateral, 94 speed with ball. Dude dunks on everybody. Unfortunately, he is kind of current gen made. And I'm going to say this right now, I don't like John Wall next gen. I'm very, very tempted to just replace him. Like, as soon as he'll be probably the next player replaced on my main squad on next gen, and I run a squad on next gen where I have Rex Chapman in it. I'm 50-50 on replacing him on next gen with Diamond Jam Morant, although I don't think Diamond Jam Morant is even close to making the top 10 because he's just weak on current gen. However, Stockton on current gen is in that conversation for number 2. He is in that conversation for number 2. Giant Slayer Hall of Fame, again, just dunks on everybody. His release is John Stockton. It's fast on 1 gen. It is fast on current gen, it's not fast on next gen. Dribble SIGs, not the best. But the Pro 1 escape is a lot better next gen. So, I'm going to put him here. The number 4, I do think they're ahead of Rafer because they're a good bit better on current gen, but the next 3 guys can be in any order. Then we got Darren Williams at number 3. I'm a big Darren Williams fan. For one main reason, or 2 reasons. I love 22 and I love the Curry slide. He is current gen made as well. He is nowhere near as good on current gen as he is on next gen, because profile behind the back got nerfed and Curry slide got well, you can't spam Curry slides. As well as that, Pace 22 is, I don't think it's quite as good. But he's got 91 3 ball. You gotta badge him up and give him range. He's fine on silver clamps, trust me, because he's got great speed, pretty good lateral quickness, and the big thing with him, 90 on-ball steal tendency with a 6'10 wingspan. The amount of how bumpy he gets to players is crazy. It reminds me, like, he gets almost the same level of bumpy with players as Opal Michael Jordan did last year. And that's the way that Darren Williams plays this year. And now at number 2. Number 2 is going to be it'll be a tough one, but I'm going to go with this guy right here. I'm going John Wall. And the reason is that I think John Wall's equally as OP on next gen as he is on current gen. Because he's obviously, he's got, I think, Pro 1 behind the back. Like, his SIGs are better. Like, his SIGs are just straight up better on next gen. His release is quality on both of them. He hits way more jump shots on next gen. And he's the fastest point guard in the game. 96 speed, hot quick first step. And also he triggers some of the most contact dunks in the game. Still post patch, he triggers a contact dunk basically every single time he goes to the basket. 94 vertical, 90 perimeter defense, has got silver clamps. Obviously can't get range extender, which is a bit of a problem. But look, if we're looking at these three guys, and they are very similar standard. People, no matter who you ask, they're going to have these three guys in a different order. I'm pretty confident everyone is going to have these three guys as number 2, 3, and 4 in their point guards list. You can have them in whatever order you want, but in my opinion, John Wall gets the edge. If you're asking me who I would take, especially on current gen, if you're asking me who I would take Darren 1, Stockton 2, Wall 3. But it's so close, and I think Wall is significantly better than them both on next gen, so Wall's going at number 2. And at number 1, the best on both gens is Steph Curry. And the best card in the game right now. The best card in the game right now. He's got 98 3 ball, 92 speed, 92 acceleration, 80 on lateral quickness. Considering the fact that I did like 2/3 of the Curry grind and then stopped, like, obviously I did not regret it at the time. So obviously hindsight 2020, I kind of wish I did the Curry grind, but look, at the time I didn't care, so I just got to remember that at the time I didn't really care enough to get Curry. But he's got Hall of Fame range extender, goal clamps, goal quick first step, short wingspan. He's not a good defender, trust me. Even with the clamps badge, he's not a good defender. You can give him all the lateral quickness you want. He's not going to, well, 76 on ball steals not too bad, but he does not have the length to be a great defender. 92 speed with balls, insane. As well as that, obviously, he's got the Curry. It's called the Curry slide because it's freaking Steph Curry, like, because he's the main player who has it. I'm pretty sure it is it's just a Pro 2 escape, but maybe, is it specifically Steph Curry in Pro-Am? But, or maybe it is called a Steph Curry because it's the same one that he has. Just like Trey Burke base was often called the T-Mac release last year, even though it was literally a base called Trey Burke. So, yeah, that is pretty much it. So recap, we had number 10, or number 11, I'm going to say Westbrook. And we got Sleepy, Derek Fisher, Ricky Rubio, Steve Francis, JoJo White in a basically dead heat. Then we got Ray Frost in a 5, John Stockton, Darren Williams, and John Wall, 4, 3, and 2. You can put them whatever order you want. It's not, like, trust me. On today, I have them in this order. Tomorrow, I could have Darren Williams in second place. It's really, really close between these guys. And then the easiest choice you can ever make when ranking point guards in this game, putting Steph Curry at number 1. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.